Habakkuk makes the choice to rejoice. He makes the choice to take joy. I thought that was an interesting phrase, to take joy. How does one take joy? The full sentence is, I will take joy in the God of my salvation. He will find the joy there. What earthly eyes see is that there is famine, that disaster has come on the land. An earthly, fleshly attitude could blame God, could act like God was failing them, could act like God had forgotten or acting too slowly. A fleshly attitude could be mad at God because things were hard instead of how desired. Yet, Habakkuk sees those things, but instead of the complaint, he finds joy. We have a God of salvation. He is the God of my salvation. 10,000 may be falling at your right hand, but God can save you in it. God can make you walk on your high places. They are your high places. We are seated with Christ in the heavenlies. We are above it all. We are to live above it all. It's not supposed to touch us. We are able to feast during famine. God's children don't beg bread. They have abundant provision, enough to share. There is salvation one way or another. God is creative. He can keep it from touching you. God's children have served to care for the sick during plague and not been touched by it. God's children have served in war zones and not been touched by it. We live in a different economy. The world has 2 loaves and 5 fish left, and God's children have baskets overflowing. We can rejoice. We have a God of salvation. It can look like ruin in the physical, but we have a God who saves. Rejoice. Dwell in His presence in the heavenlies, and rejoice.